had that opportunity. It's never a dull email when you find out what's in Adrian's mind and don't have to pay to do so. It's really quite a great education. And so he told me what it was he intended to say, which left me with very little to say, and I thought I needed to pivot. And tonight, what I thought I needed to do was talk a little about the tradition of the mess dinner that you're here tonight to share. Oh, the many infractions I have seen. I have swallowed them. I have adapted to them as we've gone on. But I just want to put on notice. Where is Tracy? Where are you? Don't squeal. There you go. Just think toast of the night for Tuesday and you're forewarned for the problem that's coming, okay? The mess dinner is a great tradition for Navy and for the family of those that are mariners upon the sea. Now, some of you will have seen Master and Commander and seen what it was like to go away for many, many months at a time. But what the mess dinner was really all about was about bringing together people that were separated from their families for many months at a time to try and actually remain sane. And that was actually to do things where you could actually come apart from the work environment and just relax. And there were some real key rules that came to what was in the mess dinner. The first rule was there is no rank at a mess dinner table. The only people that have rank at the table during a mess dinner are the president and the vice presidents. The vice presidents have a very important role. They are the stern disciplinarians of the group. They are the ones that look around the table and find the infractions and sins and misdemeanours and bring them to the attention of the president so that he can maintain the standards of the night. For the rest of us, we are just mere members of the mess, and whatever rank you are, it does not matter at that night. So we cunningly adapted and put the most senior officer as the guest as close to the president as possible to shield themselves under the protection. So I thank you, Mr. President, for maintaining that part of the
Pleasure.
No, thank you. But there's some other great traditions that come with what it was to be part of the mess that just indicate what we do. Tonight you heard one of them. Every night we would propose the health of the Queen, but every night of the week there would be a toast for each night. And as they would sail away for months at a time, they would propose the toast of the night. Tonight's toast of the night, traditionally, was to wives and sweethearts, and under your breath the gentleman might remark, those that were in politics at the time, may they never meet. That would be wrong. I would not endorse that. I just pointed out as a matter of history. Nowadays, in a contemporary world, for Navy, the toast of the night is to our partners. And tonight, I think we had a very close replication of that. Still getting to Tuesday, Tracy. Keep sweating. No, Google. No, you can't do that at a mess dinner. You can't have Google. You just did it, didn't you? Bloody millennials. Why do you have them in an organisation? I don't know. Some of the other sort of traditions that we have in a mess dinner is the port. Now you may have heard some screams up here. The port is always passed to the left. To pass it to the right is to offend the great sun gods. Strangely enough, this comes from pagan tradition, that we actually always pass to the left. We don't lift the port decanter from the table, because when you're at sea and the ship moves up and down, you don't want to spill the port upon yourself. So the glass moves off the table, not the port decanter, as it goes. Just saying, do what you need. You're not going to move too much in this building, no matter its age. But the port decanter always went to the left. So when we had the traditions of what would happen as part of the mess, there were little things. Naval officers will never clink glasses with you. If you offer to toast a naval officer, they won't toast a glass with you or tink the glass. The reason for it was the sound of a single tink of a glass sounded too much like the single bell that would normally denote the passing of the sailor as they passed away. They rang the bell and they passed over the side of the ship in the water. So a naval officer's response when someone proposed to tink glasses was either to still their glass immediately or alternatively ring it 2 times in the hope that they would take a soldier instead of a sailor. Now, we love them equally much nowadays, so we prefer to just tink the glass. Those sort of traditions mark us as sort of different. It's about how you define who you belong to. I am part of that group of mariners. Those traditions, they come from hundreds and hundreds of years ago because we really want to belong to something. The need for, I think, all of us to say, who do I belong to? What is it that defines me? The traditions are part of that for us and that heritage of what we go on. But more important than traditions and symbols and badges and what you wear are the people who sit at the table with you. And I remember very much when I joined the Navy a few years ago now, we had that experience of being inducted into that Navy tradition. Now for me, for the first 4 months in the Navy, I never slept in the bed that they provided. It was far too hard. The way they used to measure the bed, how much sheet you had, whether it was at 90 degrees, people would come in with protractors and would measure this. So what I did was I actually made the bed to the standard the Navy required, and I used a staple gun to actually staple the bed together. And I left it for 4 months, and all I would do was dust the bed and I would sleep next to it so that I never had to. We had some. I didn't actually I didn't actually wear the shirts that were in my drawer either. The shirts had to be ironed and starched to a certain standard with 3 fingers. So I had a set of shirts that would be in my tills or drawers, and then I had a set of shirts that actually I would wash and use that were in a separate location. And this was pretty odd. I was 17 years of age when I joined the Navy, and you're being inducted in this thing, and all you thought is, this is just one step of bastardry after another. And I met a gentleman after I'd been there for about 7 or 8 weeks called Sir David Martin. And Sir David came down to college, and he came and he sat on it. He came up and stood on a podium, and we were all standing in front of him, and we're looking at this guy, and he's about 5'10", 5'11" foot tall, sun tan. He's a guy that's like. And his top button's undone. And we're all horrified. We have not had anything other than every button undone, everything's been ironed, polished, starched to an inch of its life. And we're just staring at this Admiral and his top button's undone. And we're all going, who's going to tell him? Because clearly the Admiral doesn't know. But Sir David was this guy who was immediately and genuinely personable. And the message he said to us wasn't, you need to iron your beds better, or would you like to borrow my staple gun? It was, hey, welcome. Welcome to the Navy. You have no idea what's going to happen to you over the next 30 years. You have no idea of the adventure you've embarked upon. But you have joined a family, you have joined people that are committed to saving, protecting and serving their nation, and it is my great honour to welcome you to the practitioner, to the family of being a mariner. And at 4 weeks into the Navy, when all I'd ever done was staple gun my bed together, to have this guy who had this incredible aura about him, and anyone at this table who has met Sir David will tell you the same thing. He just had this aura around him. And when you're 17 years of age, staring at this man, he just says, welcome. I'm proud to be part of the organisation which you've joined. You just had this immense sense of, I know where I belong. Because while traditions make differences and symbolise that you are different to something else, the thing that makes you want to belong are the people. And in this club, and in the very many things that we do, the things that make the difference are the people that make the club. Whether it's the committee that has gone to the incredible effort tonight to make what is a shed look like a magnificent I would say maximum points because you're now banging on the table as correct mess members. Well done. You know, it is those sorts of folks that do make the difference to say, you know, you belong to something that is special. It's the people that define the difference of what you do. It's never the things, it's never the badges, it's never the uniforms, it's never the sorts of how you drink your port with your left hand while upside at 95-degree angles. It's always the people. And it's always the people that say, welcome. And whether it's in a RANSA that is committed to maintaining a tradition that is now 50 years old and son, whether it's in the staff that want to make you feel welcome when you are here, when they want to show their professionalism in the way that they serve us, whether it is in the way that a young junior sailor does their job, or the way that an admiral undoes his top bottom and looks top bottom and looks you in the eye and tells you, as a 17-year-old kid, you are welcome to the organisation in which I've spent 40 years of my life. They're the people that make you feel you're part of something special. Tonight, as you see the effort staff have made, the tables where we shared, the conversations that we've shared tonight, you know that you're part of something special because of the people that are seated opposite you and the people that have supported you. It's not the badges and symbols are fun, the people are what makes the difference. And tonight we shared the toast, which was to our wives and sweethearts. On Tuesdays we would share the toast that says, Tracy, thank you very much. So Tuesdays are our sailors, our men and women. Right now, of the 10,000 men and women who are part of the Fleet Command, 22 ships are at sea serving their nation. Some 4,000 young men and women are spread everywhere from the Middle East to Northeast Asia to the South China Sea, to actually somewhere in the middle of the Pacific right now, and some in Samoa. And they do that because they love their country and they seek to serve their country through service in the Royal Australian Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as people define this title, people define the organisation which I have called part of my own for 34 years. Can I ask you tonight, as an anomaly to the tradition, to join me in a toast to our men and women at sea?